Welcome to another exciting episode of Real Comic Book Talk. Today, fellas and ladies, we're going to be talking about the top comic that's out right now by Marvel Comics.
That's debatable.
Secret Empire. And it is going to be debatable because we're going to talk about it. Now,
Top comic? Oh, that's tough.
Oh yeah.
Strong words.
Oh, it's selling. It's out there. They're pushing it.
I don't give a fuck about the selling. You talking about money-wise or... We'll get into it. Let's get
We're going to review today. We're reviewing Secret Empire. With me, as always, Al, Anthony.
What's up, ladies?
I'm Daniel. So let's talk about this, people. Secret Empire that's in your local comic book stores right now. It starts off with Zero Issue. It's a continuation of what happened in previous comics. You know,
previous comics.
See a bunch of previous comics with all
It's more specifically the Civil War.
Civil War. You know that piece of stuff. But we're not talking. Go watch our previous videos to hear our opinions on Civil War. We give opinions on Civil War. This is a continuation of that. What happened in the events because of that? This is Secret Empire. And in Secret Empire, well, Steve Rogers isn't his normal self. He's
not Captain America.
He is in charge of Hydra, and he's running Hydra, and
he's running the world.
And they've essentially taken over the U.S. And are in a strong effort to take over the world. They haven't taken over yet.
I don't think they try. Are they trying to take over the world?
Oh, they're trying to take over the world.
Trying to take over something.
They're trying to take over the world. They already got the Earth right now has a force shield around it, or force field, around it, and it's not allowing any alien races or Carol Danvers, who happens to be stuck outside of the planet Earth,
and a couple other
powerful people from getting inside. And there's a couple of other powerful people who you would think would help, but are on the wrong side. It's not complicated, but it is complicated. But
it is actually abnormally complicated.
You never know who's bad. You know who's on his side and who isn't.
There's a lot of split in between everybody and stuff like that. So
way to go, Ivan. Though that was a masterful plan.
That's what I wanted to say. The way that he started it off, it was genius.
He's like, because in Zero, he's been working his way up so he can get that law passed. So when it's a dangerous situation, S.H.I.E.L.D. takes over all law enforcement for the country.
Yeah. Well, they already knew that Chitauri was coming back.
And Karen was like, we need the S.H.I.E.L.D. And he kept saying no to the S.H.I.E.L.D.
But then it's amazing how supposedly it was destroyed just long enough.
No, he was in control of that.
I knew he was, but that's what I'm saying. That's what made it so genius. And then New York, where we always have a discussion about
why all the fucking heroes
are there. They made it go dark, and you see what happened. So it kind of goes to your point.
I've been making for years. You can't have that many heroes in New York. And there should be absolutely no crime in New York if you had all the fucking heroes in there.
It's true. I mean, if you think about it, that goes exactly what you're saying. So it's like, so if you don't need everybody in New York. No. I mean, you got LA, you got DC.
Like, there's no criminal area.
Exactly.
How big
if I was a super fan, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not even going to go to New York. Why even mess with New York?
I would head to Minnesota.
Exactly. Why not?
What is in Minnesota?
Ain't no superhero.
You ain't got to worry about that.
Ain't not a hero at all.
It makes perfect sense. Until something decide to go over there, you pretty much get to do whatever you want.
Well, but they did mention that a long time ago in the Runaways series and everything, because in Runaways, if you haven't read Runaways, they're on the West Coast in LA, and the bad guys over there run everything because there's really no real heroes over there. And in Runaways, the families basically, if you guys haven't seen it, forget it. Read Runaways Volume 1, awesome series.
I need to read that.
The family runs everything. Like, the families run the whole West Coast.
You mean like criminal families?
Yeah, the criminal families run the whole West Coast. It was something.
So I find it. I live in Nebraska. Nobody's in Nebraska.
Nobody living in no damn Nebraska.
But they got bases.
You gonna run the farms? You gonna run the farms? I run these farms over here. What? Nebraska?
Monopolizing?
Yeah. Now anybody that ever wants groceries gotta go through me.
Good point.
That's a good point.
World, hope that we never get superpowers because we're going bad. Yeah. And Nebraska, here we come. Corn.
I wouldn't go bad.
Corn.
We're playing for Redskins. We gonna win.
That's still bad. You got helping humanity.
I'm using my talents.
Back on top. Back on top. Secret Empire 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we're going to be covering today. We already talked about issue 0 a little bit and everything on how it was some smooth manipulation going on up in there and everything.
Don't call him Captain America though.
Call him Captain
Steve.
Hydra.
I call him Steve.
Captain Hydra, I call him.
I don't even call him Mr. Steve. Not Mr. Nigga Steve.
Did y'all see the guy who was dressed as Captain Hydra at the convention we went to? We went to Awesome Con, people. Great convention. Great convention and everything.
Not for me.
Convention nonetheless was still a good convention. It's very successful. We
There
did
was
go
situations at the convention that messed him up. But other than that, I had a blast.
I had a great time. I got everything I needed done and everything.
Both of y'all, man.
Back on to Secret
Yeah,
Empire.
right.
Secret Empire 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is out right now in your stores. We do recommend because Marvel is putting it out and pushing it. You know what? What are your feelings so far after reading 0 through 4?
Yeah, I mean,
You first, sir, Anthony.
I was gonna go first anyway.
Go.
My mom ain't raised no bitch.
All right.
So anyway, my favorite issue was issue 0,
Yeah.
and then 4. Those are like my 2 favorite issues. Like 1 through 3, it was just
Yeah.
It was, I mean, Now it picked. Now what I do, I was at Third Eye Comics a couple weeks ago. I think we all went the day that somebody broke some lights. I'm not gonna say who. Not gonna point no elbows. Anyway, so we went to Third Eye Comics, and one of the people there who happens to have my name told me that he always felt that the Captain Rogers, the Steve Rogers, my fault, I almost fucked up. Steve Rogers that's as part of Hydra isn't the real Steve Rogers. And he gave me this whole other book that showed the beginning of S.H.I.E.L.D. where Socrates and a bunch of other people started S.H.I.E.L.D. And they
We saw that. Wasn't
Yeah.
that wasn't that in Secret Empire a little bit?
It was a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was actually.
Yeah, it was.
It was in Secret Empire, but before even all of that came out,
Right.
he was like, yeah, I think the Captain America isn't, because it wasn't a Secret Empire, it was just Captain America, Steve Rogers' book that was leading into it.
Yeah, okay.
And he was like, man, this book right here, I should have bought it too. Now I felt stupid, I didn't. But he showed like, man, I think they was already setting up another Steve, and I don't think this is the real Steve. And I was like, man, yeah, that's kind of far-fetched. I mean, I know it's comic books, but I really,
I'm about to say
it's comic books, but nah, they ain't going that. And then I flipped number 3. I'm like, this motherfucker was right. Anthony did his thing. I should have bought that book.
You can still go back and buy it. and
Yeah, you can
everything.
still go buy
I
it.
did,
That's
but
the
then
best
I
thing
spent
about
so much money on other comics. The undisclosed amount where I had to take out a personal loan.
Listen. Word of advice, listen to the people who work at the comic book store. They are trying to point you in a positive direction and everything like that. Sir, Al, so far, 0 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think?
How do you keep going through these?
I like
1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 0.
Oh, 0.
But obviously, it could be good. It's not great, but it could be better. Like, I'm kind of piggybacking off you. I love the way you set it up.
Yeah.
Because right after it happened, I think I called you.
Yeah.
It was like, that was one of the best setups I have ever seen.
That
I
shit was
mean,
fucking amazing.
it was amazing.
He had it all flat. I was like, God,
Everything. He
damn.
knew it, except for the kids, you
Yeah.
know, the champions and
There's
things
always
like
gonna be
that.
a rebellion.
Yeah, it's always.
And any time there's a
But then at the
takeover,
same-
there's always a rebellion.
The only thing I don't understand is if he's as bad as Hydra agent, he's still soft.
I mean,
He's still soft.
I read I was looking at one person review the very first Captain America,
Yeah.
Steve Rogers, and he was like, he's Hydra, but he's still Cap because he tried to save
That's
the
what
kid
I'm saying.
not
He's
to get on
trying
that
to save
plane.
him. He's trying not to. He doesn't really want to. Remember when they what did they destroyed something?
The temple.
The temple.
From
He
Milan?
didn't really want to do that. And then
he said they got to know.
they gotta know. But remember the
worked
other.
too.
It was something else he destroyed.
No, he killed. What was the?
And he didn't do it. He let them do it.
Yeah, he put him in the firing squad.
Exactly. But he didn't
He
want to
didn't want to do it.
They made him
He
do it.
procrastinated.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
and with the second Cap, I think it's 2. Maybe the Cosmic Cube made a good one, and one that still has some sort of projection.
I got to go read that.
Yeah.
Beginning of the Shield.
And let me know what happened, because
You know
It's
about
one.
the book, brother.
Yeah, right. It's one. He doesn't know. He doesn't know who he is. He knows his name is Steve, but he doesn't.
He said all he said is something I have to do, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what.
exactly. So maybe she made two of them, one did, and then one of them's gonna have to die. And maybe it's gonna come to a conclusion where one's gonna have to kill the other one.
Steve Rogers fight Steve Rogers.
Or one of them gets killed by Miles Morales, and that future actually does happen. Which they did mention in the book and everything, where that still
Well,
hasn't
that's
happened.
he
and
said
everything.
it. Miles Morales said it. Said, "Well, I did kill him, man."
You know,
I did kill him
and in this book he is getting a little darker.
So
He just went up and beat up a bar.
You saw that when Romanov was trying to kill the dude, and they was like, "No, let's find another way. Let's not do this."
You know what the only problem I had with, well, not the only problem. The problem with, like, for instance, in Civil War II, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every Marvel series was part of Civil War II, right?
Right.
This does not seem like to be happening.
Oh, it's just taking a little longer, but yeah, most of them are catching up and now becoming a part
Yeah,
of
like
the Secret
the
Empire.
last Miles Morales book. This is I forgot what number it is too. It was amazing though. Just put it up on our Instagram account. Shit was amazing. But yeah, he's not even talking about anything about the Secret War.
Right.
He's dealing with Black Cat and Hammerhead taking over.
That's one thing I don't
Underground.
like.
I don't know. I kind of prefer sometimes when they don't do it like that, when they don't put every single person's story and they all integrate them into the thing at once and connect them all. It's okay with me sometimes. This one they have to.
But they didn't. Because they didn't. The one they had to, they
have to.
But
It's the whole world. I mean, you need
and
this.
this time they didn't do it.
But you know,
Miles Morales is way far. But he's not even dealing with anything in Secret War.
yeah, but sometimes you gotta do that though, because if your story's already going good and everything, you don't want to.
Oh, that Miles Morales.
Yeah, you don't want to
Miles
interject the
Morales.
Secret
That makes
Empire into
That Miles Morales. If you're not reading Miles Morales, you have failed in life. You're not reading Spider-Man. You have failed in life, and maybe you should think about a whole restart, like new location, new family, the whole nine.
All right, going back.
But on a positive note, thank you for continue watching our show and everything. Ignore what he said and continue watching.
What do you think?
I'll tell you about the superficial things that I found interesting about it. Is the cover art done by Mark Brooks.
Cover art is amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, cover artists.
They went big time and got one of the top artists out there and was like, yo, put your foot into it, make us something great. And he did it. And then the inside artwork, each book has a different artist every time and different artwork. Artwork is completely different each time. And it's a different artist.
Story, so I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh no, you notice the difference in the artwork.
I know
and
number
everything.
3 was
Number
like,
two.
Was it 2 that was real shadowy?
Number 2 was real shadowy
Oh,
and everything. Because you're thinking 0-1, because you go 0-1, 2,
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, 3. So number 2, issue 2, I remember this. When they went dark on it and everything. And I remember this artist because I can't remember his name right now, but I remember because he used to draw DC, when DC did their New 52, he had his own, they gave him one of the books, the vampire book. He goes real dark and shadowy with it. And he covered up Kingpin's face. And I'm like, it's clearly Kingpin. Just show his face. Don't give me that little black shadow and the blackness over there right there. Like like you're trying to make it more mysterious and stuff. No, we already know who it is and everything. But that's okay though. That's okay. I understand what direction they were going in, and they had the Defenders in this issue number 2, and the Defenders were in there, and it was like a whole bunch of, they went street with it. They went the whole issue number 2.
They got down and dirty.
Yeah, they went street issue with it and everything, because each of the Secret Empire books, 0, 1, 2, 4 so far that we've written, introduces a new, like basically a new group of people, a new rebellion group and everything, because they split them all up. There's the Underground, there's the Red Hand group, and then there's Carol Danvers' group who's out in space and everything. And each
They're
book,
not really showing them like that.
well, they showed her in issue 1, and then they showed her again in issue 3, I believe.
I would like to see, because I mean, it sounds like they're having a hard.
They are. They got the
they're out.
Chitauri still attacking.
They're attacking
it's-
every day.
Like, how can you still survive that?
Oh, because they're big. They got the big guns out there.
Yeah, them big guns are tired of shit.
And the Guardians are helping, and the Chitauri aren't that.
Oh yeah, and the
big.
Guardians went to someone for help.
Yeah.
They sent Peter Quill.
It didn't
and
work, though.
That didn't work.
It didn't
at
work.
all.
Didn't work out at all.
Yeah, so I mean,
And then we found out in issue 4, the end of issue 3, we saw Punisher, and in issue 4, we see Punisher is working with Hydra, because you know how Punisher is. He's a vigilante style. So you know,
I mean, he looked
anytime
like,
he gets
like
to kill
he
some
was
people,
scared of Captain America. He's like, I don't answer to you. And then Steve Rogers said, in a hologram, wasn't even him for real.
Yeah.
He's like, do you answer to me? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Cap. Head down and everything.
I mean, well, Cap's going. When Cap goes bad, everybody needs to be cautious, because that means everything's going bad. So I'd be
Might as well
nervous
just follow,
too.
like, you know, kind of reminds me of Agents of Shield, LMD.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah.
Gotta go back to one of the greats.
That was a goddamn. If you don't watch that goddamn show, you lost your damn mind. We got
I
to review on
understand.
that.
I understand a lot of you people gave up on Agents of Shield and everything after like the first two
Yeah, that was
seasons
your-
or whatever.
that was your
thing.
mistake.
But come on back. Agents of Shield is good. But back on the Secret Empire. Secret Empire 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is in your local stores right now. Don't be afraid to go ahead and take a look at it and take a little glance and everything. Do you recommend it so far to our viewers? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 Secret Empire.
I do not know how you gonna do. If you want me to say which issue do I recommend?
No. As a whole, do you
Why you
recommend
keep
it?
saying 0,
And,
1?
like, which SU is your best? So
Man.
that's messing them up because it's
Oh,
like,
no. Secret Empire. Do you recommend it?
Yes, I do. But in my defense, I recommend almost every comic book.
this is
Get
true.
your hands on, so.
This is true.
I mean,
It be some stories
Give
that-
the people a good reason why they should go out there and take a gamble.
because I said it.
And I said no.
You said a good reason.
Yeah, we need a good reason.
That was not a good reason.
That was an okay reason.
What?
That was okay.
That was
It was
slide.
okay.
It was okay. It was okay. We need good.
Okay.
Because some people.
I got it right here. I got it
Oh.
right here. My mama raised me,
Oh, my God.
and she raised me to be always right.
Oh,
So go
my
read the
God.
book. Now, is that a good enough reason?
I'm gonna accept that one.
What?
I'm gonna accept
Yeah.
it. Sir, what? He's not gonna give it to us. He's not
Yeah,
gonna.
alright.
He's not gonna give us. He's not gonna get the fans what they
I'm.
want.
I recommend you to go see it, to go read it, because it encapsulates all of the whole universe. So it should be
does.
whatever happens at the end of this should dictate what's going on with the whole universe. So you should read it, because if you don't read it and then something major happens, you're not gonna know what's going on.
It's keeping you up to date on current events and
Exactly.
current events that are always changing, evolving in the Marvel universe. And this one right here is a major event
Major.
in the Marvel universe right now in comic books, and you need to know what's going to
Just
happen.
think, after this,
You
trust
need to be-
issue is gonna be out the window.
Yep.
All the way.
Yeah.
This is going to do major changes because, like
Like when the
most,
Chitauri attacked.
Exactly.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
the Chitauri. Oh my gosh, the ones that change and can manipulate
scrolls.
scrolls. Thank you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when the scrolls attacked, nobody knew what was happening.
And then you got, I think, remember Cap said he got somebody on the inside.
Oh,
in the episode.
yo, that was a fucking banger.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
When I saw that, I said, "Ain't this about a bitch?"
Because
I Googled
what
when
if
the next one came out.
What if it's Sam?
What if it's Sam? What if it's got Black Widow and she's covering her tracks by killing people?
Yeah.
She's
So you never. That's what makes me want to read more.
Maybe it's
You never
Hawkeye.
know.
Yeah, and the story is
Could
getting
be.
very good right
Yeah.
now. And
Yeah,
like
you know what?
said, like
That's
they
why I
said,
recommend it. What he said. What he said. That's why I recommend it.
There is every now and then at the end of each book, there might be a little twist
Yeah.
for you that keeps you coming back, as Al just told you guys. So please go out and pick
Could
up
be
Secret
Hercules.
Empire. You know what I mean?
Think it'd be Hercules?
Nice.
How mad he is at Thor?
It'll be a great acting job.
Yeah. That would be
Hercules has not been known for acting. He's known for
right. He's at
going into battle and everything like that. I don't think he could keep
Well, they
alive.
changed the entire world. I'm pretty sure they could change her.
If he did,
I
that
don't
would
know.
be a big change.
That would
I'm
be.
going with Black Cat. No, I'm officially saying Black Cat is not Black Cat. Black Widow is officially the one that is is the double agent. That's her.
Never
trademark.
nigga saying.
I think it's Iron Man, because Iron Man is not really Iron Man. He's an AI, and I think he's been manipulated and everything. And
He's been reprogrammed?
and like he's previously said, he sent people out there for other missions when they were trying to find Cap, and it ended horribly. So I think it might be Iron Man. But if you have a theory and you've read Secret Empire 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, by all means, leave it in the comment section below. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. If you love what you see, subscribe and tell a friend. As always, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace.